So there are a few moments in life where you have this moment of clarity and your whole life can change in that. And it's really important that you capitalize on these moments because they're far and few between. There's a lot of times where you're struggling in life and you're just running on autopilot. You don't even realize it. And then sometimes something will come along and it'll just smack you in the face and it'll wake you up, and it will give you an insight into what your life could be. And that's where you can make these changes in life. I want to tell you about the story of a moment that really changed my life, made a huge dramatic impact, and it resulted in Bulldog Mindset. This wouldn't exist. This YouTube channel, the way it exists now, wouldn't be if it weren't for this thing. So I was at this Tony Robbins seminar, and I wasn't really someone who really was big into woo-woo kind of stuff, but I decided to go to this seminar. I'd read his book, Awaken the Giant Within. And when I went to the seminar, at first it was kind of crazy. It was like people dancing around. I was like, had my laptop ready to take notes. And I basically was about to leave the seminar when one of the coaches there was like, look, just play it all out. Just give it a chance here. You've already paid the money. You could always get a refund if you want, but you might as well just be here and see what this is about. And I'm not going to get into all the details there, but it was definitely the right choice to make by far. But one of the really key moments that happened was I remember Tony was on stage, and he said the quality of your life is in direct proportion to the amount of uncertainty you can comfortably live with. Now, that was such a profound statement. When he said that, I had to replay that in my head. He said it a second time on stage, and I really thought about this, and I realized that I had been creating security my whole life. So he's basically saying how good your life is. It's in direct proportion to how much uncertainty you can live with. And what I had found out was that the quality of my life had actually gone down because I basically started trying to make my life as certain as possible. I was trying to build this fortress around me, essentially this fortress, emotional fortress, so that I couldn't be hurt. I was basically running numb. I was stopped loving people, stopped caring about people, and I didn't allow people to harm me because I didn't care. I just built this fortress. I was impenetrable. I built this financial fortress. I had this real estate investments, had all these things, and I stopped investing, and I started paying off all my real estate, which there's some pros and cons to that, but basically the reason why I was doing it was to build this security. I just wanted this income coming in, and I didn't want to have any kind of risk. And I started physical security. I think at this point I was scared to fly in airplanes, I was scared to go on roller coasters. I had all these things that were going on. I was trying to keep myself safe and secure. It was a very weak attitude to have in life, but it was killing me. It was making me miserable in life. But what happened was, after he said that, I realized that my whole life was built around trying to be secure, trying to eliminate uncertainty. And I developed this new philosophy of embracing uncertainty, of accepting whatever comes in life. And it was amazing. It just completely transformed my life in so many ways by starting to say, if I want to have a quality life, forget about this security, forget about this certainty. Let's go and just do the thing. Like I developed this new philosophy that I said, live my life, accept the consequences. So basically do whatever I want to do in life and just be willing to accept those consequences. Now, it doesn't mean doing like totally stupid things, but what it meant to me was like, you know what? I'm going to live how I want to live. Now, if other people don't like that, then whatever. They can be out of my life, or those relationships can be destroyed. I'm not going to allow them to guilt me. I'm not going to allow them to put expectations on me. I'm going to live how I want to live, and I'll accept whatever consequences come from that. And so I started doing that, and it completely changed my life. What happened was, as soon as I got back from that seminar, I made life changes. There was a lot of relationships that got removed, some new ones that got added. I started having this zest for life again. I started taking risks again. That's where I did the shift, because I had this really stable, safe business, simple programmer where I was just writing my blog posts and doing my videos on the channel. And I moved into a different direction. I started Bulldog Mindset. I started saying, let me embrace this Stoic philosophy. It took me some time to learn these things, but I started living my life like that. And then that eventually led to me creating this company. And it's a very successful company. I've made a lot more money with this company than I have with Simple Programmer. And the reason why is because I've embraced this risk. And so it changed my life in so many ways, and in so many things that happened, so many experiences. I started going and flying places all over the world. I started going on roller coasters. I started taking more investment risks. I invested in some companies. Like I said, started a new business. I started running again, like really hardcore, ended up running marathons and ultra marathons and accomplishing so many things. And it all came down to this really important thing, which is these these pivotal moments that you have in life. And that message for me changed everything, but maybe you've got some other message. But what I want you to grasp from this is stop trying to control things. Stop trying to control all these things in life. You can't control them. Things are going to happen. Like trying to manage uncertainty, trying to make it so your life is certain, that's the wrong path. Instead, focus on what you want to get done and accept whatever happens. This is that whole thing. Live your life and accept the consequences. This is the key thing that I had to learn from this. And so if you do this, you won't be as stressed out. Because sure, you could lose everything tomorrow. That's fine. It's not a big deal. Because you're going to lose everything someday anyway, because you're going to die. So if you're worried every day about holding on to what you have, you're going to reduce the quality of your life while you're trying to improve it, because you're trying to hold on. Instead, let go. Let things be whatever they are, but you just focus on what your goal is. That gives you the freedom. And the beautiful thing about this is I had this freedom. I was like, now I can go after what I want and I can try. And if I fail, big deal. If I lose, if I make mistakes and it doesn't work out and I end up taking a loss, that's fine. It's not a big deal because I've already accepted that. Because I've accepted that it's a better trade-off to live your life and accept the consequences and not try and chase certainty because you have a higher quality of life. And so once you accept that, you've already made that trade. Now you're free to do what you want because it doesn't matter because there's no bad consequence anymore. Whereas if you're living in fear, there's this bad what if I mess up? What if I lose the things that I have? If you're willing to let whatever happens happen and accept that, knowing that it's a better way to live your life, you become free, and as a result, you become more successful. Now, here's the thing. That caused me to create Bulldog Mindset membership. If you haven't joined the Bulldog Mindset and the membership, click the link down below. For $7 for the first month, you can join and you can try it out. Why should you do this? Because this is exactly what I talk about. All these things I discovered, all these things I learned, the mindset, the stoicism, the financial freedom, all that stuff came from this change that happened in my life, and I recorded it. I created a community for other men that want to experience this and want to transform themselves. I transformed my life in so many ways, from going broke to a millionaire, from being out of shape and fat to getting ripped and running marathons, from being so shy and scared to talking to women and to talking to people and being very successful in that area, to put it mildly there. And I want to show you how to do the same thing. So check it out, the link, if you haven't already, and join us in the Bulldog Mindset membership. I promise you're going to love it. We have live streams in there every single month. We've got a Facebook community, all kinds of videos and books, everything you need to grow and improve yourself and change your life, because this could be the moment for you. And that's the key thing, is you only have these few moments of clarity. You're watching this video right now. Who knows? You might not wake up again for another 2 years. Maybe you're waking up now and you're like, okay, I need to make a change. You need something that's going to make you make a change. That's why I created the Bulldog Mindset membership, is so that on a weekly basis, on a daily basis, for some of you, you get an email from me, you get a reminder, you get new content that's coming out that keeps you on this path. Because I know you have these goals in life. I know what you want to achieve. You've got big goals, but you keep on forgetting about them. And that's the key. And that's why I created the membership, was so that it would remind you, so you'd have a path that you could follow and keep on going on that path. Some people say, why a membership? That's why. It's because it's on a monthly basis. It's because it keeps you going on that path. Now, if you want to watch a video to follow up with this, watch this video next. It's called Embracing Uncertainty, Feel Safe. It talks about the concept I talked about here. If you really want to, take this to the next level and understand what it means to embrace uncertainty and how that is actually going to paradoxically make you feel safe, watch this video next and make sure you click the link to join the membership.